Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Sondering Tarot from New Here. Hi, hello. Thank you so much for joining me. This is your daily tarot reading for the 2nd of October, 2023. And I've got a brand new deck. And when I say brand new, I mean I literally purchased this a couple hours ago. And having just flipped through it once, I've already pegged what the strength is for this deck. There is 2 of them. But regardless, this is a brand new deck. I mean, it's still in order. And we're going to be using this for our reading because my ancestors have called for this. Literally. I've had it for like maybe 4 hours at the time I am filming this. But this is the Jim Henson's Dark Crystal Tarot. So, we're going to give this deck a go and see what happens. Okay, my lovelies, I am back, and that was very interesting. By the way, this is a pip deck. It also has renaming of the suits. Shards are wands, vials are cups, stones are swords, and gems are pentacles. I will give it to you in the regular, traditional wands, cups, swords, and pentacles for the cards. As you can see, we have tons of cards on the table. Believe it or not, there are 14. Let me say that again. 14 major arcana on the table. That's excessive. That's extremely excessive. And there's also 2 aces. So, buckle up. Or at least sit up and pay attention, because apparently we have something majorly important going on. And they're trying to grab your attention today. We have the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. And I did shuffle, even though it was in order, and this is what they wanted. I double checked. And this is the best thing about your day. Okay, so the best thing about your day, your worries, your cares, all those things that have been weighing you down, you're going to escape that a little bit. In fact, you're going to daydream. You might be with your head up in the clouds. So really, probably not going out and doing physical things today. So you're daydreaming, your head's in the clouds. You're all up in your head and your feelings pretty much for the day. Especially when it comes to past items and things that you've struggled with. And what's even better is you're contemplating things that you can either do better or maybe find a solution for. So even though you're daydreaming, your head's in the clouds, you're kind of reminiscing. And while you're doing this, you're actually kind of functioning in a way that, whether it's intentional or not, you can find viable solutions. So when you rehash something from the past, maybe something triggers you and, you know, you think back on, oh, well, I had this experience that's similar to this, and you think about how great it was, how bad it was. You might actually find either how much that situation has changed you for the better, or if that situation comes up again now, you find a way to navigate it better. More than likely, you're going to appreciate things for how they went. Or if this is an unresolved issue, which seems to be the most prevalent energy here, with enough thought, with enough care, with reminiscing, you actually find a way to let go of the pain. So if you've got any residual wounding, no matter how deep it is, how shallow it is, how long it's been there, this is the day where you're going to start propping yourself up and being able to clear that out in order to heal. So daydreaming and reminiscing with a purpose, yes. It is there, it is available. Whether or not you take that opportunity, I have no idea. We'll keep on going, see what comes out. But it sounds like as much as daydreaming can be detrimental, this seems to be potentially good. Because you're allowing things to come up to the surface and maybe gain some closure, as it were. So let's look at the worst part of your day. We have the Page of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Emperor, the Hierophant. I'm going to slide these over because there's actually quite a few cards here. The Lovers, the Ace of Swords, ooh, did I miss an ace? No. Okay. I wanted to make sure. Sorry. The Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Five of Swords. Okay. Reminiscing, yes, has the potential to be beneficial. I mean, it brings up feelings. Yes, it helps you see things in a different light, which you can learn from. And you do have the potential to make the right appropriate connections. However, it's as clarifying as it can be, but it's a choice on whether or not you give in to the pain, the struggle, the distraction, or if you let part of it go enough that you no longer cling to all the strife, the pain that it caused. So you can either reminisce and drown in the pain, you're reliving it, or yeah, you bring closure to it and the struggle ends. So I kind of want to, they're pointing out the Two of Cups and then the Two of Swords, the 2-2. It feels like toss a coin. You could go one way or the other. You can drown in past pain and nostalgia, reminiscing and daydreaming of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, the has-beens, the wounding you may carry, or it's going to prompt you to move forward, to bring it to an end, to finally gain that closure. So there's kind of, I guess you could say, a tug of war. I know I said flip a coin earlier, but this or that, you know, a toss-up, going either way. So that's probably the fluctuation. That's the worst part of your day, is that internal struggle. between how you think and how you feel, the past and the present, working against each other to see whether or not you live in the past and things that have gone wrong, or if you're finally able to transition into the future in a more concluded way. And as much as I would really like to be nosy and try and suss out more of what we're reminiscing about, this is unfortunately a general reading, and I don't want to keep all of you here for like an hour trying to clarify about a million different energies. So sadly, we're going to keep this as just a general reading. So apologies for the kind of vagueness, but there you go. We're going to jump into the obstacle, or how to get over the obstacle, and they gave us a million cards. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, the Magician, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Empress, the High Priestess, Strength, Chariot, the King of Pentacles, and we end on the Death card. I'll put it down here. Hopefully that is all in frame. I apologize if I am out of frame because there's a lot of cards. Oh, and I kind of like that because we start on the Queen of Pentacles, and I know the suit is called Gems, but look at the gem she's holding. It's literally heart-shaped. So if you're healing from a broken heart, if you're healing from emotional wounds, etc., you're healing the pain, you're showing yourself self-care, because they're highlighting the heart for me on this card. You're daydreaming, you're reminiscing of the day, all that pain that you've carried for so long. You're able to actually look at it. And you have the ability to treat it in a very grounded but nurturing way. Regardless of how long you've had that there, whether it's an attachment or whether or not it's literal wounding, and you recognize it for what it is, and the fact that it needs to change, that it needs to end, it really needs to be healed. All that comes in sharp relief today, which is for your own good. But you knowing that is the most important thing, because that leads you to actually wanting it healed, to needing it healed, and for you to be prompted to start wanting that, to utilizing your energy and your desire to be whole, to have that conclusion, to have that resolution, that you start taking action on it for your own self-betterment. You start to see the whole of it. The good, the bad, the ugly, and maybe how some things were not complete before. And you have that answer now, because now you realize there is things that you can do to get that. And that is empowering all on its own. That helps you to move forward. You know, kind of gives you that boost of energy to keep on going. And to make it a real life thing. To end it for good. Okay, I didn't realize when we started this with the brand new deck we were going to get, you know, a little heavy. But apparently we are today. So any residual conflict that hasn't been completed, hasn't had a resolution, hasn't had a conclusion. Maybe you haven't gotten closure. Maybe this is, you know, an ex. Maybe this is childhood trauma. Maybe this is addiction. And you're able to finally shut that down. Parenting. Sorry, I'm looking at the moon card here, and I'm getting drawn into the symbol, and I'm getting the word parenting. Okay, so parental wounds. Maybe you were not treated the way you needed to, and you're now getting closure on the differences of what you needed and what you didn't get, what you wanted, and what you were responsible for and what you weren't responsible for. Like I said, this is a general reading, so if you do not resonate with that portion, I apologize, but if they're drawing me towards it, I have to give it because it is here. Okay. Definitely a deeper reading than what I was expecting. But yes, reminiscing and daydreaming the past literally has the capability to bring a finite conclusion, a resolution for you for the day. A potential healing that is maybe sounds like long awaited, but absolutely necessary. No wonder we have so many major arcanas on the table. That explains a lot. So I wish you guys the best with utilizing this energy. And for those of you that like the astrology, Mercury in Virgo is opposite Neptune in Pisces. Oh, well, that explains a lot. Okay, with this, your focus is basically not there. And remember, we're talking daydreaming and reminiscing. So you're not focusing in the here and now. You're actually focusing in the past and what could have, should have, would have happened. Which means when it comes to actively living your life in the now, you have to give yourself extra time to complete tasks because you're off in the clouds a little bit. Which, of course, this placement for our astrology is great for the imagination. And yes, that means you get lost in it. In this case, yes, we can get lost in it. We can drown in our pain. But we can also find a resolution, a conclusion in it as well. So, harmful or healing? That's that toss-up. That's that choice. That's whatever you connect to the most that we see in the worst part of our day. Whichever you get. Alright, my lovelies. I did add up all your cards, and there's quite a few here. Everything adds up to 206. Which, of course, reduces to 8. Which is strength and power. And we do have the strength card right here on the table as well. So you do have the power to strengthen yourself. You have the power to resolve something. You have the power to heal something. You have the power for the day to go ahead and persist and move forward and be complete in a fashion, which is fantastic. And hopefully that is the energy that you totally embody from this reading overall. It is the healing versus the hurting in that toss-up. Alright, my lovelies. I really hope this resonated for somebody because this is a very deep message. And if it does, by all means, give me a big thumbs up. Feel free to share the video anywhere online, regardless of what platform it is. And thank you so much to those that do. It really helps the channel grow. And if you feel comfortable with telling me how this resonates for you or anything like that about the deck, feel free to chat at me in the comment section down below. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. Don't forget to hit the notification bell in the, I do believe, bottom right hand corner. That way you get notified anytime one of my videos premieres or I do a live stream. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.